What's up guys, it's Amelia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a September favorites. Oh my gosh, you guys, fall has started. The air is getting cool. This month I actually found so many makeup products that I am so obsessed with. So if you guys want to see what I have been falling in love with this month, then just keep watching. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the only skincare item I have, and it is the OLEHENRIKSEN Hygge. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's the Hygge HydraClay Detox Mask. This, oh my gosh, I think I've only used it twice this month. It just brightens your skin so incredibly much without leaving your skin feeling dry, and it also doesn't get like dry or crusty or tight when you have it on. It actually has like a slight like tingling sensation, but it feels really good. And I don't know, I just noticed my skin is just so much brighter and calmer and more youthful looking, and it hasn't broken me out yet, so that's always a huge plus. I'm so happy I just randomly found it in my sample drawer and tried it out, so love. Okay, and the next thing I have is a primer. This is the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willowherb. I bought this so long ago. I don't remember when I bought it. I know I hauled it, but I was so afraid to try it out because I was scared it was gonna break me out. This is the coolest primer ever. Like, coolest being like a key word here. It's in an aerosol can, so you kind of just like spray it out and it kind of foams up, and it is so cold to the touch. Oh my gosh, and you put it on, it's like ah. And it just blurs your pores. It like fills in your pores, but it's not silicone-y, so it doesn't have that silicone texture. And any primers that have silicone-y kind of texture definitely break me out, but this has not. It doesn't feel silicone-y. It actually feels really nice. It's almost like you're putting like a moisturizer on, but not really. I don't know. It's a really weird sensation. This is a little pricey if I remember correctly, but honestly, so far this has been my absolute favorite primer where I've noticed the like biggest difference with my pores when I'm putting foundation on. I did apply it today. Yeah, this, oh my gosh, I've been really excited about this. Speaking of foundation, this month I tried out the Maybelline SuperStay Full Coverage Foundation. I had heard so much about this year, and I just never thought to pick it up because I thought it would really be like the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. It just shows all of my texture, and it just makes my skin look really dry and flaky. The main reason I decided to pick this up was because it was an Allure Beauty winner, and I was like, ooh, okay, now I'm interested. For some reason, I guess that just sparked my memory of this and how people were raving about it. So I was like, you know what, let's try it, let's pick it up, and I did. And this, seriously, I am comparing to high-end foundations. It honestly reminds me of the NARS Natural Longwear Foundation, which I really like, except I feel like the NARS Natural one can sometimes get a little cakey looking. This one does not though. It just provides the most coverage I've ever seen out of a drugstore foundation ever. I feel like I just want to wear this like all the time now. Like, this is my new favorite foundation, like no joke. One of my favorite foundations ever, so love this. Okay, then I want to move on to concealer. I have these three right here. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I actually went back to the store and picked up 2 more shades. I personally pick up this concealer all the time. Like, I kind of prefer it over my high-end concealer, like my NARS concealer. I love that concealer, but sometimes it's just so thick and it just feels so heavy. So I've been loving picking up these because to me, these just don't feel heavy at all. They're super creamy. They blend out beautifully, and they just give a more natural look, I feel. Plus, these are under $10. If you haven't seen that video, I did a full face of makeup that was priced under $10. Yeah, these were definitely in it. My love for these continues. So I'm kind of like giving you a little break from the makeup. I'm actually going to be showing you guys some brushes that I've been loving. So obviously, this one right here, the Too Faced Mr. Right brush, I showed this in my Sephora haul, and I've literally been using it in like almost every tutorial since then. This is the one I reach for when I am in a rush and I just need one brush to do it all. It just applies powder so beautifully, it blends it out beautifully, and it picks up like the perfect amount of product. Plus, it's so cute. This little bow just gets me every time. I'm just like, ah! And I'm just gonna show these all together. We have the Morphe and JACLYN Hill brushes right here. I have become obsessed with these. So I played around with the Ride or Die foundation brush, and I've learned to absolutely love it. It just applies my foundation so quickly. I think that's the main catch of this. I feel like it provides a beautiful amount of coverage, and it just helps my foundation go on super quick, and that's why I have fallen in love with it. This is the JH03 if you want to know the exact number of it. Okay, this little guy, oh my gosh, when I filmed my Morphe and JACLYN Hill like review, first impression video, I used this as the under eye powder brush, which I thought that's what it was for, but there are like literally no names on the brush, just the numbers. And I was so excited to try it out that I just kind of grabbed it and assumed it was the under eye powder brush, which was so silly of me. Oh my goodness. This is actually the highlighter brush. So once I found that out, I immediately dipped it into my highlighter and applied it. And you guys, I used it today. It just makes your highlighter 10,000 times more effective. If you love your highlighters to be blinding, this is the brush for you. You can get so precise with where your highlight is going, and it just blends it out into the rest of the skin so beautifully. So loving this. And the last brush from the collection that I have become obsessed with is this one. This is the JH04. Oh, by the way, this is the JH09 brush, the JH04 blush brush. This, you guys, I am not kidding when I say this is my favorite brush from the collection. It applies your blushes so beautifully. Like the perfect amount of pigment goes on your skin, and I feel like you just can't mess up applying blush with this. If anything, get this brush right here. This is seriously a huge game changer when it comes to blushes. I will suggest the video where I did a first impressions of these up above, and I'm also gonna leave a link to that video down below so you guys can see these guys in action, minus this one because I used it incorrectly. Speaking of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collection, we've got the Ring the Alarm palette in my favorites video. I was not kidding in that first impressions video. Gorgeous, gorgeous palette. The pigment blends beautifully. It's so creamy and so blendable. I seriously can't get enough of the palette, and I tried really narrowing it down to like, oh, is it just a color I like in here? But I find myself dipping into all of these shades. There's not one color that I haven't dipped into this week. I've just been so obsessed with this palette. I honestly feel like this is a beginner's palette because the formula is so beautiful and blendable and pigmented, and all of the colors genuinely go together in this palette. So you just can't go wrong with it. I do have a little bit of it on right now. I have some of the purple, some of the brown in there. I've also been really loving this NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana. This is seriously the best under eye powder I have ever tried ever. It sets your under eye area and it just brightens it up. Like I literally use this by itself, like on days where I just don't feel like putting concealer on, but I feel like it definitely needs to get a little brighter under my eyes. This is the powder I reach for every single time. This has definitely become one of my ride or die makeup products, and honestly it's no surprise that this is included in my monthly favorites. This is the SMASHBOX Cali contour palette. All of the colors mix beautifully. This is the perfect contour palette for beginners. Even if you have experience with makeup, the colors in here are just so stunning. My favorites are this one right here and the blush. Like these two are my absolute favorites, and I do like the highlight for just a very soft, subtle highlight if I'm feeling it that day. This is definitely one of those items at Sephora that I think is 100% worth it. And then last but not least, I have my brows that I want to focus on. So I have two products for you right here. The first one is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. I did use it for my brows today. I've never really experimented with brow pencils from the drugstore because I tend to not like them. This one, however, reminds me of the Anastasia Brow Wiz, kind of mixed with the Kat Von D Signature Brow. But this is honestly was a huge surprise for me, and I tend to find myself reaching for this one a lot. Like you do have to build it up a little bit, but if you don't feel like spending like a gazillion dollars on brow products, this is one that has been a favorite of mine. And I've also this is my new most favoritist brow product ever. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I have never been so excited to find this like in my life. Like this was a total surprise. I ended up getting this in my Sephora play. I have really unruly brows, meaning if I don't put brow stuff in it, I will find just random brow hairs like in random directions all the time. So I have to have a brow gel to keep my brows in place. Otherwise they just look really, really funky. So using this, it literally keeps your brows in place all day. Literally applying this at like 6:30 in the morning and then not washing my face off until like 9 o'clock at night, and my brows look phenomenal. Like I seriously don't have to worry about my brows anymore during the day. So I highly recommend splurging on this product if you have brows that are a little unruly as well. Alright you guys, so that is all of my favorites for the month of September. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really, really does help support my channel. And question of the video, what is something you have been loving for the month of September? Is it like a makeup product or a clothing product, home decor? Oh my gosh, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Emelia. If you guys want to see more beauty and lifestyle and just fun videos in general, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button that is right down below. And if you're already subscribed to my channel and don't want to miss a single video that I post, be sure to hit the little notification bell that is right next to the subscribe button. This way you will get notified as soon as I upload a video. I hope you guys have a gorgeous rest of your day, and I will see you next time.